But within 1 minute, and I get on my phone. I call my friend. I say, "Come see what's happening." I said, "I have to call my embassy." They said, "You go."
People don't pay.
Let me tell you though.
People don't pay. So,
He was a drug dealer off and on. Yeah, he was still doing it when I knew him. 2.5 hour documentary last night about Trump and Putin's relationship.
Okay, sawa.
Na pull up nangalia kanangwin kanafanyanga safko luku kasuku lakini kombato ligafko penda nalia mimi upenda vile na lapjo na jusita. Listen to the engine going out as the notes song.
You're the best my son tangu jadi I got your plan we are.
So today we're going around Umoja and me and my friend Matt we're going to show you around this place from Umoja to right, so see you in a few.
Yeah. But once I saw the miles, I said, "No, I'm good. I don't want to get more."
I'm good to go.
Whoa. Imagine I've gone on photo shoots before. We've gone trekking, gotten to our location. One time we had walked all the way down and went under this massive, beautiful bridge.
Yeah.
We get out to start shooting. No SD card. I said, "Holy shit!"
You have to like check before you get out of the house. You have to check. You have to check first.
Yeah.
All right. So you're going upstairs. Let me just wait on you. Yeah, over here.
It's just wildly entertaining. But I had this close client, a bit of a friend for a while. He was a drug dealer off and on. Yeah, he was still doing it when I knew him. He was a rapper, but that's how he was making his money. And I talked to him about that topic exactly. He said the shit going on in the streets, because we had a high murder rate there, and still high. He said it's not gang related, it's drug related. You know, if it's not a domestic dispute, it's a drug turf dispute or a drug deal gone bad. You know, so. You know, that's where I got really a lot of my first-hand perspective off of what was going on, at least in my own city, in Kansas City. But nonetheless, that city still had that gang history, the Bloods and Crips whole thing going on. And then you had the GDs, the Gangster Disciples. Then there's SDs, I think it's called SD, Satan's Disciples. And then of course you have the Latino gangs, which are really the ones nowadays. I think they're the aggressors nowadays.
I don't know, man.
Yeah. It's that cartel shit. MS-13, and there's one I think called Latin Kings.
Yeah.
And who knows what else, you know. Aside from the first-hand conversations I've had, I just have the information I've gotten from documentaries. You know. I'm a documentary fiend. I can't stop watching it, bro.
It's just like me, because I do love documentaries, you know, watching around neighborhoods and learning the history.
Yeah,
about some few things, about the culture. Right.
I just watched a part 1, part 2.
Let's go this way,
like 2.5 hour documentary last night about Trump and Putin's relationship from all the way back to like 2011 up to the end of Trump's presidency. And it's very interesting, regardless of if it's an honest source or not. You get a lot of detailed information. And especially in regards to this Trump, there's been such a campaign of villainizing him that media outlets have really dug deep to try to detail how he's a bad guy. And here's one interesting thing I'd love to say on camera. With all the resources and energy and high profile people that have come for him, it's amazing they haven't caught him in a scandal. A true scandal. Not just a media headline scandal that we forget about. Because if some of the things he was accused of were true, he would have been locked up already. You know?
Really?
Yeah. Before I even started supporting him, I was seeing a lot of that propaganda too,
Yeah.
and not knowing what was true or not, you know. And some of the shit's very, very salacious. Very salacious.
So, like, right now there's a lot of tension around Ukraine and Russia
Yeah,
and the US.
yeah.
So, can you just like your views around that, all that stuff that's going on right now?
Well, one thing I would say first
Yeah.
is in regards to the prospect of NATO joining Ukraine. What has NATO done for South Sudan and Congo?
Yeah.
Is NATO not in Congo to this day? And there's kids dying in mines there. So is NATO there to keep peace, or are they there to protect interests? You know,
Yeah.
I've been looking at a lot of info on this Ukraine-Russia situation.
Ukraine, Russia. It's really intense right now.
Yeah, man. It's hard to draw a conclusion. However, it's widespread public information that Putin does not want to collaborate with corrupt Western politicians.
Yeah.
So that kind of can lead the mind in a different direction about, is what's happening good or is it something bad?
Yeah.
Is it for the benefit of the world? You know, it's definitely something bigger than just Russia. You know?
Yeah.
Do I feel bad about people dying?
You feel really bad
Of
about
course
that
I
stuff,
do.
right?
Huh?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, of course I feel bad about like people dying and things going on. But the first red flag to me is Western media abusing the word hero.
Okay.
They're calling everybody heroes. They're offering anybody to show up in Ukraine and they'll hand them a gun, which is insane.
Which
How
is
can you
really
just
crazy,
hand
right?
people guns with no training or minimal training?
That's definitely not really wise.
It's very suspect.
Yeah.
It's very suspect. That's
It's
the main
like-
thing I'll say.
They're really pushing the word.
Yeah. And there's a guy on my social media, by the way, like some people accuse me of being FBI or CIA.
Really?
You know? I think this guy actually is.
Because you say you beat the Navy, right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
This guy, he's a white American. He messaged me from expats of Mombasa group and was explaining to me how him and his wife, they're living in some small town in Georgia, which is kind of random. And he's telling me how they have 2 months to figure out where they're going to live in Kenya.
2 months.
2 months.
Okay.
This was about 5 or 6 months ago.
Okay.
Instead of Kenya, they went to Eastern Europe.
Eastern Europe.
Yes, not directly to Ukraine, but within a span of time, he's in Ukraine in some village house,
Yeah.
like what we would call a bug out shelter, the kind of place you would go to hide out,
Yeah.
like if society was falling, you know.
Yeah.
And then he's showing the beauty of Ukraine by acting like a tourist. And then Russia starts coming in. So next thing you know, he's fleeing to Romania.
Okay.
And then today he just went back to Ukraine.
Okay.
Yes, and he's posting on his Facebook statuses. We are posting recipes for Molotov cocktails, which is very, very crazy. So apparently he's in Ukraine to resist the Russians now. To me, he sounds like a propagandist. And he definitely sounds like an undercover agent. It's very interesting. Now, go ahead.
Let me cut you short. I need to,
To the wines is good. Yeah.
let's go and pick some.
We have never shown a wine and spirit. So by the way, we're at a wines and spirits. What's it called?
All right.
Common liquor.
The common liquor.
Common.
Let me have your number.
Look at them.
Oh yeah.
But I want a pick first.
Okay, come over then. Come over.
See, you got the video.
The video is there.
Why do you guys have the bars at the wines and spirits in Kenya?
Of course.
For security.
It's like, no, not for security. Pardon your
Why do
question.
you have bars and
Pardon your question.
Like he's asking,
Yeah, I'm
like,
asking.
like he's asking, mbona kuna like bars and pubs around the
Plenty.
all
world?
the
Yeah.
masses give the masses alcohol and they won't do anything.
It's because like alcohol is one of the
It's really selling in Kenya, around the Umoja, right?
around the world. In fact, actually during the COVID, during the COVID
Yeah,
time,
they are
They don't
drink.
drink there.
They don't really drink that much.
For us, you can drink here, the wine and spirit.
Yeah.
But because of the regulations and shit, can
You want a picture, right?
friendly.
You want a picture?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because you're doing the
Remind me your name. Good.
Good now.
Oh, you
Good
can just
now.
drink it.
Okay.
Yeah. Recording or taking a picture?
Yeah, it's this video.
It's a
Yeah,
video.
how long have you been working at this wine and spirit shop?
Close to 2 years.
2 years.
Not 2 years, not exactly, but close to 2 years. But it's picking up well.
It's picking up well now.
Yeah.
Okay, what about before? Was it slow before? 2 years is Corona throughout.
But it was picking up because since the Corona time,
Yeah.
most of the people who were like 8 or something, they were just like after
Yeah. Stress relief, alcohol, Kenya.
No, it's not about stress.
That's how we do.
What's it about?
They're just having a good time. It's not about the living stress.
And
So Kenyans like to drink.
But during the COVID period, like most of the people were like jobless.
But look at
So they were like, instead of sitting out indoors, they were just like,
if you want to see about stress relief, but like a hoja,
yeah.
but like a Mashima Janga.
Yeah.
mean?
I have to.
Rural grounds. Go and see.
The local liquor called Chama.
Yeah. Stress relief. Others, we just
Changa
have
is
to-
very, very
As you
cold.
must, you
Yes,
are
very
men, you are
cold.
men. It's alcohol. Alcohol in this. They just drink.
Hello.
Photo?
Hey, poa. Let me take your phone.
That was in cost.
They take me, they take me down a dark road. And they say, how much do you have? I said, I'll give you 1K so I can go back and enjoy my evening in peace. They said, we need 10K. I said, that's crazy, 1 minute. And I get on my phone. I call my friend, I say, come see what's happening. I said, I have to call my embassy. They said, you go. Yeah, nothing. They got nothing. Yeah, it's really tiresome, bro, because they think I'm fucking rich.
Yeah.
If I was fucking rich, we would
It's just a
we
mentality.
would have arrived in a car.
You're not fucking, but you just want to explore.
Now,
yeah?
but by the way, I had cars in US. I sold them to be here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
In one of them, I sold it and I paid off debt. I never ate that money. I never drank that money. I paid off a debt because in the US we live on debt.
Yeah, I know about that.
It's a credit society.
Yeah, it's a
Credit society.
society.
You know, so when you're on hard times, you find a credit, or if your credit's good enough, you get a credit card. Wow,
The
shit.
good thing there, yeah, they respect that great society so that they can be given more. Here hapa in Kenya, utakuwa it was a vitu vingine easy
Long.
People don't pay.
Let me tell you though.
People don't pay. So your credit score is people don't pay. You are given, but you don't pay. Literally right now, if you go to someone and you pay, you'll be given more. If you have a good credit score, you'll be given more. The US, they respect. They have so much respect with themselves, with their economy, with everything.
I have to correct you finally. There's no respect. It's a trap. It's a trap.
But for the third world, why do you think?
It's a new form of servitude.
Yeah.
You know, they've taken colonialism and slavery and they've redefined it and repackaged it.
Yeah.
And they've given it back to society,
Yeah,
including me.
Yeah.
You know, so it's not even color-based anymore. And then they oppress Africa through media to keep people with resources from coming here and demanding better for the local. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And there's a lot of shit I want to say. But I just talked to my partner about this last night. I told my partner last night, I said, you know, because she keeps saying you're about to be famous, you're about to be big. I said, you know, if I get big, it's going to become dangerous.
Yeah.
And I say, you know, I do have a level of fear about security. And she said, but God secures you. I said, I understand, but we have to be in a safe compound. We can't be in a situation where someone can easily come to the door and say, Mzungu, come with me. And I've heard that before, Mzungu, come with me. But when you come around and you're saying political things and you're demanding better for the people, Hey man, Malcolm X is dead for a reason.
For a
They
reason,
killed
right?
him for a reason. He actually started uniting race. He divided race for a long time under that Farrakhan. Why is Farrakhan still alive?
Farrakhan is
You know
still alive.
Farrakhan.
Right?
You know why he's alive?
Yeah.
Because he's a paid racist.
Yeah.
He's endorsed by the government. You know,
Really?
There's no way he could still be alive if he was a true black revolutionary. What happened to Tupac? What happened to Malcolm? You know what I'm saying? What happens to people?
Martin Luther, what happened to him?
Yeah,
Was killed. Was
Dead.
silenced. Yeah, right.
dead, man. You can't say the truth on a big platform. They call you crazy. They shut you up. They assassinate you. They pull your endorsements. They take away your contract. Because these media houses are owned by a very small group of people. Like Aga Khan owns a huge group of media houses in Kenya. And they feed you guys shit every day. Shit and
Definitely,
distraction, shit and distraction. You know what I mean? It's
I think that's what the Africans have to emancipate themselves. Because we are being fed shit.
yeah,
The leaders, they are believing that shit.
yeah. There's a
So just emancipate ourselves.
neo-colonialism is the same colonialism but with a different face.
Yeah.
You get a big grant from
But
the
you can't
government.
get them. At the end of the day, as much as, yes, the United States and everything, there are good people who are doing the good thing. There are bad
Definitely,
people
yeah,
who are,
yeah. There's always like two sides.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
As dirty as my country's been in their globalism and breeding conflict and identity politics, there are very good people in the U.S. too.
Yeah.
And
There are good people everywhere. There are bad people everywhere.
Definitely, even
Yeah.
even in Africa, like there's always two sides.
anybody can sell out.
That's why the world, as that comes around, people can get a boy.
He's a Mzungu guy, so it's going to be like this guy has money, so we're going to try and rob this guy. So yeah, it happens even in the US. Even in the US.
Where
They use the Afghans here, they will be shot. There are some places to experience. If you have not been mad, if you have not been mad, just I can tell you, just go to Dandora.
Around
Just go to Dandora.
around Chicago.
Oh, dump site.
Dandora,
yeah,
and
dump
the
sites. I was
Caribbean.
just reading about that. The gangs at the dump
Let's
sites.
go.
We need to go on that place, bro.
That's good.
Yeah.
You have an experience of
Yeah.
people and get. This one just people and get.
Around Bumoja.
When I was making the video, I looked up the history of Umoja. And when I was reading the history of Umoja, I was reading about
Dandora tukifanya job. Tulichanganya vitu zetu za kazi mchana.
What?
Hata mimi uende usiku.
Yeah, usiku is kind of tricky.
That is the only thing nakwambia because that's an experience required.
Yeah.
Anywhere, na wanataka experience enda.
Stagi.
Ndio nyongo enda.
some urban neighborhood with bad
I've never had experience of it.
Na bado
I didn't know.
unaonyesha hivi.
But I always felt
Ndio kwa secure, unajua vitu bwana
Yeah, because I know Mazee.
utakwenda wewe kwanza. Before wewe unakwenda.
families, 29.
Sawa, watakuja wake kids.
Amezoea hizo.
Haya, anajua basi.
I got an American son and a Indian baby.
Matibabu tu tunaenda ndio.
He's tall like this.
Really? I'm sending you, okay? Sawa, nakutumia. Na come back mazee ina feel. Na come bro ina feel. Nafika tu hapa ina feel coming back.
My YouTube is really on
Maybe
right
just
now, big
sign.
time.
Maybe muulizie tu.
Like people are gonna be knowing me. It's not that I want to be known, but I
Sidhani
want
kama
to have something
atakubali.
sustainable.
Acha tukuje, unajua ukimpush, acha nikwambie. Unajua sasa mimi nimekaa na yeye, ukimpush sana hivyo atakataa. Acha nitamleta tu hapa, si the same sport, so I know this sport.
She doesn't know. She knows Westland, and she was in Ghana.
Push
For a bit.
Hivyo sana.
She's a black American. From Atlanta.
So wewe maintain tu, na campus nafika hapa Tumaini kwa Igra au ndio kufanya like
But she's
interviews
very
then coming
focused on
back to this
race.
side.
She has a hard time understanding. Yeah.
But you didn't do that.
Oh, I do, yeah. Yeah, I
Once
do.
in a while.
Yeah. You have?
I don't have.
Oh.
I went to sobriety, I'm telling you, because
Oh,
of
you can
that.
stop.
Once in a while.
Yeah. Even me, I'm very moderate nowadays because I'm just trying to stay focused on.
You're trying to stay sober, right?
Yeah, I'm just trying to stay focused on what's in front of me.
As much as you are